First quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10.
And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's first and 5. Now they'll run it with Cohen. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now this one complete to Corey Davis, and he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3.
This is Cohen. And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals' 44. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And with a play clock running out, Doug Peterson decides to take a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10
at their own 21. A
first carry here for Joe Mixon.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Going deep downfield for Ross, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
1st and 10.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. On 2nd and 12, Newton, and he completes it to Cohen. A gain of 4 on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
First down, a run with Cohen. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That good for 22 and a first down.
Goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
They'll run forward Montgomery. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. David Montgomery, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears have taken the early lead. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
7, Bengals nothing. Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Now Burrow loses the football. But I think a Bengal player was able to get in there. He was. And they'll keep possession of the football.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Going deep downfield for Ross. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. Looking to throw again on second down. Newton, he'll get this one complete to Davis. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. A gain there of 21 yards. So first and 10 now from the 30. Now Newton. He'll buy some time right. He'll run it. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 to first. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. Now Cohen. And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals 34. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. On first down, it's Cohen. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
He's brought down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 20-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
Check 20. Check back 21. Cut. Check 3. Check 13.
They run. This is Cohen. And he stopped immediately there.
Cohen, the ball carrier.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
When you're trying to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
They'll run on second down with Cohen. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on third down. Out of the gun, Newton. That is caught by Cohen. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be fourth down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll try and run for it, and he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Tackling's obviously critical down near the goal line. That was great work there to make the hit behind the line and make sure he doesn't get any further. Did a really nice job wrapping up and not letting him loose.
His throw incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
3rd and goal, the ball at the 10. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
On for the field goal, a 22-yard attempt.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. And the lead moves to 10-zip. That will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny, we had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator. And what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
And this carries into the end zone.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Airing this one out for Evans. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down.
5-yard line.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. His throw's going to be incomplete. Evans once again the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it 1st and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now with shotgun handoff to Cohen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made... And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again.
Xavier Woods with a pick, and they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown. And remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Open man is Ross, complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
7 brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And they go play action now. Burrow airing this one out for Evans. And got his man, complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
To Mike Evans.
Mike Evans, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
They'll let Mixon try to run it in, and he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit.
Bengals 8.
So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instinct. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off. One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. Now they air it out to start the drive, and it's complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance.
Now Burrow loses the football, and this is picked up by the Bears. 30, 10, and they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that, and that's what they've done all game long.
And he knocks it through.
Makes the score Bears 23, Bengals 8. Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
That'll be taken about a yard deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant. Now White lost the football, and this is picked up by the Bears. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. Bears. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that, and that's what they've done all game long.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. That'll be taken about a yard deep, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
First down, Cincinnati.
Now Joe Mixon. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
But they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. And this one's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Again, it's Burrow. Buying time to his left. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Mike Evans, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. Doug Peterson says, let's go for 2 here.
Point conversion.
They'll let Mixon try and run it in. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further.
30. Bengals 16.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. They'll
start things on first with Tariq Cohen. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
14-yard line.
They try again with Cohen, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and 13.
From the gun, here's Newton. And that is incomplete.
Pass intended for Tariq Cohen.
Here's Drew Kaiser now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And taken right at the 35. 49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
At the 50-yard line.
From midfield now, Burrow. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. He's got Evans. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Burrow on play action. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Evans once again the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. That's going to be caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That one goes for 24 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's a run with Mixon. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow dancing to his left. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 44 yards on the ground. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On 1st down, they go right back to Cohen. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on 1st down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's the...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears turn that interception into a touchdown.
He is good.
And he's got it up and through.
Bears 37, Bengals 16.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that...
And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 34. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Bears take over 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Cohen. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Right at the line.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Cohen. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
On the tackle.
On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Their defense was able to hold serve, albeit with a little help from that missed field goal as they settle in now 1st and 10. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 30 yards there.
1st down, Bengals.
They go play action with Burrow. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Kenny Galladay, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. So now the Bengals offense will stay out there as they'll decide to go for 2. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. Tough there, good pass, hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The 20. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. As the Bears push further out in front.
Is good.
Extra point up and through. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because
pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Khalil Mack has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are in the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Room past the 20. He completes it right side to White. And they will finally get him down to the 27-yard line.
On the play, but it brings up 4th down.
4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. Boom! Still fighting through tackles. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Wide open receiver complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Play action. It's Burrow. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Khalil Mack. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
The 1st down pass.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time, as they have dominated the proceedings here into this 4th quarter. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 14 on the play. And it's going to yield a new